Welcome to our 6 days DevOps Bootcamp, and today is our day 3 class. And this day we are talking about networking concepts in our DevOps project. So we need some basic concepts in DevOps course. So what are those things I just mentioned here? So one is like IP address. So what is IP address? So in internet we need to recognize every device. So for this recognition we are using IP address. So if you are using like ping www.google.com, then it will reply a IP address. So its formats look like this: 64.233.180.94. So when you are asking for internet what is the IP address of this, then it will return this server address. So this is his IP address. And what is DNS? DNS is the domain name system. So it's translate the domain name to the IP address. So when you're typing ping.www.com, like DNS server will return the address. So if we want to memorize this address, it will be difficult for us, but we can easily memorize this one, www.google.com. So basically DNS will translate this name to this IP address. So this is called DNS. And what is port? Like everything we are running in computer, this thing is running in different port. Like whenever we are browsing, like this one is browsing, this one is like using 80 port, and if it is HTTPS, then that uses 443. So every system is running in computer that's using a port. And ping, we already see, we can find out is this server is running or not, or if this server is up or down. So if we get this reply, that means this server is up. We can also use this this command traceroute. So let me copy this one, and like this is my local PC. Oh no, this is remote PC. So let me trace out. Then www dot explore. So this can give me some IP address. So like when you try to google.com, this will like pass lots of servers. All server is showing this IP address, and how long it will take time, this will also make sure. This is a trace route. Okay, then we give that example here. So output is look like this. So now we are seeing SSH. So when we are logging to any server or PC, we need to authenticate, so anyone don't have able to access that server. So there's authentication method. You are using username and password, but username is password are not secure in the internet, so we are using SSH key. So SSH key is mainly when you create the SSH key, it will create private key and public key. So when we are log into any server, we need to use this public key to log in. So let me explain in a figure, then it will be easier for us. So this is our local PC, so LPC, and this is our remote PC, RPC. So when we create a public key and private key by SSH keygen command, then it will create a private key and one public key. So private key will be keep in our local PC, and public key we will put in our remote PC. So if we think this public key is a locker and this private key is the key, so no one can access that locker without this key. So then this system is 100% secure. So if you want to log in this PC, you need to use this public key to this locker, then we can access this remote PC. So how we can create this public key and private key? We can use SSH keygen to create any public key and private key. So we can use this command like SSH keygen. If we put -f, then we can use any name. So here I put like Ansible. So let me get in my local PC. So here is nothing. So like when I if we key SSH keygen, then it will create a public and private key in the specific location, and this location is every user folder then .ssh. So like we are in our folder, so if we use this, then like you can see there is a folder. Let me so there is a folder .ssh is our home directory, and there will be id_sa and id_sa.pub. So this is private key, so there is no extension .pub, and this is public key, which is extension is .pub. So private key has no extension and public key has extension. So if we use this SSH keygen, then it will override this key, and this key will be created in our like home directory, then .ssh folder. Okay, so but we don't want this in to override this location, so we want to create this for SSH key and private key in this location. Okay, so SSH-keygen. So here we use like -t is the file type RSA. If we don't want to use this, it's okay, but if we want to use the -f to create the file, and we want to create the file with a specific name, so I can use my key. Then if I put enter, then it will asking for passphrase. So if we want to put any extra layer for security, then we can use passphrase, and it will again ask for retype the passphrase. We don't want to put any passphrase, so we give the enter, and it will create the public key and private key. If I type ll, then you can see this the public key, private key, and this is the public key. So this is the key and this is the locker. Okay, so now if we want to get in any server, remote server, we need to copy this key in our remote PC. And most of the easiest way is like if we want to use SSH copy ID command, then we need to make sure our public key use -i dash the public key, then our username and the IP address. But most of the easiest way is if we get this key, then we can see the content. We just need to copy this one, make sure everything is selected properly, no space. So there is a space. So okay, then we need to copy this thing in a server location where what is like ll. So if we put ll, then .ssh, so ll.ssh, here is a file authorized key. We need to copy this key in this file. So sudo vi authorized key, then we need to just press the O, then it will automatically come in the last line of the page. Then if I paste, this is the key. Make sure escape and W key for save the file. Now if we want to log in this file without username password, we can. So we need to SSH -i, where is our key or private key. We need to give that exact location. So our file is just in the same location. So now we want to use the username. This is Ubuntu, and we need to give the IP address. So let me go to my AWS console to get the IP. So this is the IP, copy, paste. So you can see we are now logging in that server as a Ubuntu user. So let me exit this file. Okay, now we are in local. So go to our document. So we can like copy this way. We need to give the -i and our location of the file. Then you need to username and IP address or DNS name. Okay, so this is HCP. So we can copy anything securely. This is called HCP. So command is HCP, then where is the source file and its destination. So if we give example, so HCP, we need to give the like key or private key location, then which file we need to copy, then we need to copy the exact location of that server. Okay, so like here is no file. Let me create a file like cat world.txt. World.txt. So we can see that file is created with the message Dhaka. So now we want to copy this file to that remote server. So if we want to see LL, there is no world.file. So let me copy now one. So command is scp, then minus. We can use the previous ones. So SSH is, we need to put here scp, then -i, our private key, then which file we want to copy. We want to copy world.txt, then the Ubuntu user and IP, then we need to put the semicolon, then where we want to copy. So every server has a folder home. We know already that, and our user is Ubuntu. So we want to copy this file here. So you can see this file location is home Ubuntu. Okay, so you can see it's 100%. That means file is copied. Sorry, LL. So you can see world is copied. We have to make sure world. So our file is copied in the remote location. Now we want to like do the like vice versa. Like if I want to copy any file from remote location to our local PC, that command is just a little bit different. Let me create a file in our remote location. So echo. So like I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bd.txt. Cat bd.txt. So we can see file is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we want to copy this bd file to our remote local PC. Okay, so command would be like same, just need to make sure the file and location. So is bd.txt. So also I need to. So our source is Ubuntu, that home.bd.txt, and our location is here, so we put to dot. So it's showing copy. Let me LL. So we can see our world. bd.txt. Cat bd.txt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are we can copy from local PC to remote PC and remote PC to local PC. So now another command is card. So if we want to browse anything, then we are using card. So command is card, then our option, then URL. So here's the example. So we just like put card www.google.com. So lots of things are here. So like this is like a text format. So that's why we don't understand what is going on. So like if we use this URL, then you can see something JSON format. So you can see something. So make thing is just if we want to browse anything in command line, we need to use card, then our website address. So like this we can also post some file. So now if we want to download anything, so we can use wget. Okay, so I can put the example. Let me see example. So wget. Let me open the browser. Now put it here. You can see it's downloading. It's downloaded. So if I put ll, then you can see this file is downloaded. So there is another command tar minus xvzf, then the file name. It will just unzip command. So you can see this file is unzipped. So this way we can download any program file and then we can install that one also. So if we want to like if it's long file, then you can do as a background mode, so use -b. So as a summary we see, so we use ping to check the network activity. This server is up or down. SSH for connect to the server. SCP is the copy file securely. curl is for browse the server or API. wget is for the download, and ns lookup and d we didn't see. So let me ns and d command is used for to check the IP address of any domain and make sure which server is running. So ns lookup www dot. So it's showing the IP address. It's proper way. So if we use dig, so this way will also show the answer. 77 seconds. It's a record. So when we are studying root 53 and DNS, then we see in details DNS section, and this is the IP address. So this is a record. This is the using for DNS. So these are we can get the DNS details of any domain name. Okay. So here I give some list of all port we are using normally in DevOps section. So SSH for when we are SSH to any remote server like this one, this port is using 22. So I already told, so anything running the computer that uses in a port. So SSH is using 22. When you are browsing anything like this, if it's non-secure, then use 480. If it's HTTPS or secure TLS, then it's 443. MySQL and MariaDB is using 33064, PostGate 5432. And what type of this I can also mention here. This is database, relational database. MongoDB is NoSQL database and it's running on 27017 port. Redis is a cache server 6379, and Elasticsearch also a search engine, so it's 9200. So Cassandra is 9042, Kaifa is 9092. So CI/CD we are running Jenkins is 8080 port. GitLab is we are using it in our local PC, so we can use 88443822. SonarQube is what is the quality of our application that will figure it out, the SonarQube. And Nexus and Artifactory is we are keep our Artifactory in Nexus server. So this port is using 8081. Prometheus is for monitoring purpose, and port number is 9090. Grafana is 3000. So same thing is just Visual Dashboard. Alert Monitor is 9093. Loki 3160. So these are we can get most of the port which we need in DevOps section. So container is Docker is if it's non-secure, then 2375 is if it's used securely. TLS then 2375. Kubernetes API running 64443. Its series 2379 to 2380, and kubelet is used 10250. Okay, then DevOps deals is FTP when you transfer any file by using FTP, that is 1:21, and DNS is 53, NTP is 123, and VNC is 5900. So which port we need in a DevOps section? I already put all those port in this file. So you can get this file your location, DevOps Day-6 Test Bootcamp, then Module 1, then Day-3 networking for DevOps. I also mentioned in YouTube description. So this is the basic of the networking to become a DevOps engineer. So this is most of the basic things. So if we need more thing when any project we are doing, if we will discuss on that time. So this is the Day-3 class. So if you feel this video is helpful, subscribe this channel and like the video.